Hello, minions. I want to try and get this quick commentary out, because I'm sure a lot of you have some questions, and me posting random gameplay doesn't always answer them, even though I tend to try and answer any questions you have in the comments. But here we go. The question that a lot of you probably want to know is Modern Warfare 3 worth buying? And that's a complicated question that I'll try and get around to. But let's start with something more simple. Is Modern Warfare 3 a good game? And we're talking about multiplayer here, so let's leave single player out of this. Is Modern Warfare 3 a good multiplayer game? Yes. Yes. Is it as good as Black Ops? No. And here's why, and this, in my opinion. The reason it's not as good as Black Ops is because Black Ops emphasized skill a lot more. As you notice, I just died from a guy who was using a heartbeat sensor. Black Ops, since the weapons killed slower, and there was less... the maps were designed in a way that you didn't randomly have people running up behind you. It emphasized more tactical playstyle. You had to have a better shot to get kills since it took longer to kill. And lag wasn't as big a factor. I mean, in Call of Duty, lag's always a factor. In any game, lag's a factor. But I'm going to go out and say that in Modern Warfare 3, there's no such thing as a fair gunfight, right? If you are head-to-head with somebody, whoever wins, 4 times out of 5, is going to be whoever has the better connection. Because the better connection counts your shots sooner, and then you get the kill. Now, there are ways, you don't have to have a great connection to do well. I mean, you just have to be smart and flank, or use cover here like I just did on those idiots. But if you're head-to-head with somebody, and you don't completely screw up your shots, whoever wins is most likely going to be determined by connection. Like there, I was behind cover and got killed by somebody. That's connection, right? So on his screen, I was not yet behind cover, so he got that chance to take a shot at me. And you'll see a lot of that, and I don't know if I'll post the video before or after this, but I put together a short montage of bullshit. But it's Call of Duty. Like, this is, without being unfair with it, I mean, it is Modern Warfare 2, really. I mean, it plays the same. Sure, they added an extra specialization. The kill streaks have been mixed up a bit, which I may get to in this, but it plays the same, and it's as dependent on connection as Modern Warfare 2 was. If Modern Warfare 2 wasn't completely oversaturated with explosives, the kind of crap you'd see from, like, the UMP, or just where you go around, I shot that guy for half an hour, and then he shot me once and I died. That's connection, and that's because the guns kill so fast. It's very sensitive to that, and that's how Modern Warfare 3 is. Black Ops was less like that, because the guns killed slower, so there was more of an opportunity to have your skill shine through rather than your connection. So there's that. Is it a good game? Yes. Is it better than Black Ops? In my opinion, no. And that depends on what you want out of it. So if some of you may not be interested, and this is not a dig at any of you, interested in a game that emphasizes skill. Maybe you just want to go out and blow some, shoot some stuff, blow some stuff up maybe, and just have some fun. You don't, nobody should really care about their stats, but you don't care about, you don't just look at that stat and oh, I'm 1.3, I'm 1.4. If you're one of those persons, people just want to play the game, you don't care if you kind of get screwed over now and then, you're just looking for a good time. I mean, that's what it is. It's kind of a mass appeal game. For people who are more competitive, that's probably the wrong word, who like to feel like if they died, it was the other person outplaying them and not the connection failing them. Like that guy probably was there, probably had a good connection in this game, but yeah, if you're the kind of person who gets really frustrated, like I do, where you won the gunfight, you saw the guy first, you aimed first, you shot first, you got the first hit markers, and he turns and kills you because his connection was better, to that game, not even your overall connection, just your ping in the game, right? Then that's extremely frustrating to me, and that's what gets me about these games. And in Modern Warfare 2, it used to be explosives just because you couldn't avoid those, but here it's more connections than anything. And on I'll try to avoid getting into the kill streaks because this is going to be kind of around a corner again. An impression of kind of maybe influence your decision to get this game. So, should you get Modern Warfare 3? And the reason that's a complicated question is without starting a flame war because of Battlefield 3. And I'm not going to get into comparing the games because they're so different. They don't compare. You know what I mean? Battlefield 3 is a very different kind of shooter than Call of Duty in general, but especially Modern Warfare 2, right? Battlefield 3 has a lot more of the really addictive unlocking that Call of Duty has, and it's a way more and way better than Bad Company 2 was. So it's very addictive. There's a lot to do, but I'm not talking about Battlefield 3. My point bringing up Battlefield 3 is if you already have Battlefield 3 and you're really enjoying it and you're on the fence about Modern Warfare 3 and during Modern Warfare 2 you got frustrated a lot, you didn't like the connection issues, the stuff I've talked about, then Battlefield 3 is an extremely viable alternative. I mean, it's not like I liked Bad Company 2, but compared to Black Ops or even, well, not Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops, it didn't get me, you know, like it didn't get me addicted. Modern Warfare 3 has had me these last few days, but I will be alternating back and forth between this and Battlefield 3. But I put, you know, I've already got, I don't even know, 10, 12 hours on Battlefield 3, and I'm at about 6 or 7, may not even be at 7, 6-ish hours in Modern Warfare 3, so I want to give it a good fair shake before I start switching around, just so I'm, you know, focused on it. I'm getting my skills back, if you will, because it plays very different even than Black Ops. So even if you've been playing Black Ops up until Modern Warfare 3, it's just not going to be a translation. This is going to be kind of counterintuitive, but this game plays so much faster that you have to play a lot slower. So Black Ops, you could do a lot more rushing around and be a lot more aggressive if you had better gun skill, because you could outshoot your enemy. That's not the case in this game because it's so connection-based. So to get a consistently good game, you have to slow down, do a lot less sprinting, a lot more corner checking, a lot more using cover. You have to play a little more douchey, although that's maybe not fair to say, a little more douchey than you maybe would in Black Ops. So Black Ops is also a viable alternative to Modern Warfare 3 if you like that style of gameplay better. I think this do-si-do of death with this guy. I think Battlefield or Black Ops was a better, more balanced game so far. I mean, there's no way that this game is going to get to that level of balance that Black Ops was at, just because the weapons kill too quickly. You can't balance a game where your connection is the differentiator in who wins a gunfight. They may change some stuff here and there. They may tweak some of the weapons down, like the Type 95, so that they're more equivalent with other weapons. But you know, even a slow killing weapon in Modern Warfare 3 is a fast killing weapon. So so that's kind of my thoughts so far on Modern Warfare 3, and you may say it's too early to really give a good thought, but this is, let's see, there's COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and this. I've played enough COD to be able to play a little ways and say how a game is, and I've readjusted my playstyle, slowed it down, and I think I've got a solid opinion. Here, watch me clutch the end of this TDM here. I'm on a pretty crappy team. I posted this not because I had a great score, because I clutched it. When I run out of ammo right here, and I've got Scavenger on my Specialist kit, so I'm trying to, I see the guy on the radar to my right, and they're coming up to the left. See if I can get some ammo. Boom! Got your ammo. Reload. We're tied up. Tied up. Can he clutch it? Can he clutch it? A little sprint, but stop so that you don't sprint on a corner, and that's the difference in the gunfight. Clutch, baby! Look at my team. This happens a lot. But yeah, is Modern Warfare 3 a good game? Yes. Is it better? Is it a better Call of Duty than Black Ops? Arguably, no. It's different, but in terms of balance and skill-based gameplay, it's not as good as Black Ops. It very much plays like Modern Warfare 2. It's very, very similar to Modern Warfare 2. There are very few changes. It is addictive to play once you kind of get past the Black Ops game mindset, and it can be fun, but there's still a lot of frustration. And if you're not interested in being frustrated, stick with Battlefield or Black Ops. Take it easy. I love this little bird.